Hey, this is Sammy-doo coming to you live from Precious World Mobile Studios. A mobile because I'm getting ready to meet one of my mentees. He's actually a business partner as well in some other businesses that I'm involved with, but he's a mentee of mine in the real estate business. We're actually meeting on some other business, but I wanted to make a quick video while I was waiting on him to show to really talk about something that's been massively on my heart, and that's talking about the gap, filling that gap. What do I mean when I talk about filling the gap? Hey, listen, this is Sammy-doo, the Real Estate Duru. I'm a coach, mentor in the real estate investing business with regards to wholesale and other strategies. Done over 100 transactions and have made at least over $500,000, $600,000 in gross income. And my mentor has told me it's time to reach one, teach one. And I have seen a major obstacle, not an obstacle, it's a danger, it's a caution that's happening in this industry, all due because of social media, of course, that there's just, real estate investing has been a business for many generations. And most of the time has always been in the underground, where it wasn't on the surface. The business wasn't on the surface. Nobody really knew about it, heard about it, except those that were involved with it, and the information was passed down to them, typically from rich dads, uncles, just kind of inheritance, legacy type of information. It wasn't really something that was being marketed, but it's being marketed a whole lot now. That, hey, you can do real estate with no money out of your pocket and without using your own credit and all of that. And so, and you know what, I'm getting rich. And they tell everybody that because it sounds like exciting news and great news, and they tell you a lot of the what, and they're not really giving you the how. They give you the what, but not giving you the how. Because of the lack of the how, we've got so many folks trying to wing it in this business, and it's causing the government to get involved. Currently, not too long ago in the state of Illinois, they've made wholesaling as a business illegal. You can only do 2 transactions a year, and they were so tight with their statute there that they said whether you're an individual or whether you are an entity, you have to have a license. And the thing with licenses it could be also a challenge with doing this type of business is, with a license, you are charged with representation. And in the real estate world, having a license means you are charged with representing your client. And of course, you want to represent your client in their best interest. And well, if you're trying to build your own business, then that's going to be a problem, because you also want to represent your best interest. And so that's why that license thing could be a problem. Well, it will be a problem in many cases. So the wholesale industry in Illinois is totally off. So, and this is part of the results that I believe that are happening because of so many folks trying to wing it in this game, trying to go on the YouTubes, trying to buy various courses to really learn or think they're going to learn how to do the real estate business the correct way. And are folks being successful doing that? I would tell you every now and then a squirrel might find a nut, because there is also an element of luck in the business, being in the right place, right time with the right product type of thing. But for the most part, you're not going to be successful doing that way unless you really truly know what you're doing. And you're only going to really truly know what you're doing by having a mentor, a coach type of person, someone that's been in the business, who they also have had a mentor and a coach. Information was passed down to them, and now they're passing that down to you. And folks, let me tell you, that information is not free. And let me tell you how you know that it's not free. Let me make it very simple for you. If it was that easy and that simple, everybody will be doing it. If it was that easy and that simple, it would be more than just the 1 to 5% of America in the business. 95% of America is not in that business. And that's an indicator as to, well, you know what, maybe there isn't a light bulb. Maybe there isn't a magic wand that says I can just say I want to be in this business and go on to YouTube and learn the business and to be successful. No, if that was the case, it'd be more than 5% of folks in the upper socioeconomic echelon that has some real estate in their portfolio. It'd be more than that. If it was that simple and that easy, everybody would be doing it. So why isn't everybody doing it? And with all the buzz that's been around now with social media and folks coming on, these channels and Facebook and YouTube and all these platforms talking about get rich in real estate. Well, how come that's not happening for everybody? If it was that simple, if it was that easy, how come that's not happening for everybody? It's the same folks that's been trying to get into the business. And don't get me wrong, there's been a level of growth of folks in the business, but not at the rate that you would think. The level of growth of folks getting into the business are folks kind of like me and others that have actually invested in ourselves to actually, pay for coaching and mentorship in addition to courses and educations and things of that nature, but pay to get the secret sauce, to pay to actually get the how, not the what, the how. All these different platforms and channels and things that you watch to try to learn how to do real estate that you are watching for free does not give you the how. They only give you the what. They only give you the, you can do real estate with no money out of your pocket. And you do that with, you don't have to use any of your credit, you don't have to use any of your cash. You just get you one of those contracts, find a property that somebody wants to sell, you get the contract, you get it under contract, and then you find the buyer that wants to buy the contract from you. Voila, it's that simple. And you can make $5,000. Heck, I've made $40,000. Oh, wow. Woo, ha. But that's the what. Well, how did you even find that property? How did you even talk to the people to talk to them about going under contract? How did you even fill out the contract? What was I supposed to put in the contract? How did I do that? How do I even assign the contract? What kind of verbiage goes in there? Do I just write, I assign it? What am I assigning? How did I even find that buyer that wanted to buy that contract? And not only that, how did I not keep the buyer from just taking it from me in the first place? Since he's got the cash and I don't. How did I keep that from happening? And how do I do that again and again and again and again and again and again and again? Like every now and then, like I said, a squirrel might find a nut. You might get one transaction. How did you get the next one? How did you get the next one? How did you make this a business? Folks, that's the information that you truly have to pay for to get. No one that has paid for that information for themselves to learn the business, to be successful, is giving that information out for free, including me. Nobody. I don't care how many YouTube channels, how many Facebook videos and, Instagram, Twitter, whatever stuff you're watching on social media, don't care how much you think you're going to watch, you're not going to get the secret sauce without paying for it, because that is valuable information. Let me give you a different example. I am very in awe about watching a show called Dr. Pimple Popper. It's a dermatologist in California. She's been popping some of the craziest bumps that people will have on their bodies and popping them like you would bust a pimple on your face or something. But these are huge bumps. And she got very known because of social media. She started loading some of her procedures on YouTube, and it blew up her YouTube channel. Now she has a television commercial and all that, and it literally shows her actually cutting people open and taking whatever is causing the bump out, and her doing procedures on that. But guess what? Does that tell me that you can come to me because I've been watching that channel and I've been watching the show and watching her doing it, and I love the show. It's just crazy. She's very, very smart in what she's doing, and she knows what she's doing and all that. But because I've been watching that show, do you want to come to me when you have an anomaly on your body, a big boil on your body and your head, on your neck and knee or whatever? And would you trust me to come and let me cut your skin open and get whatever that issue is out and get you sewed back up? Because I've been watching this stuff on YouTube, because I've been watching the TV series and she's been showing? No, because there is a little bit more than just that. You have to know how to do it. What procedures are necessary to put somebody in a situation that you can cut them and they're not going to bleed to death, and they're not going to feel the pain, and how deep do you cut? What tools do you use? How all of that works. So you don't want, it's the same thing in the real estate business, folks. Well, not in the business itself. It's the same thing in this social media blast of seeing all this stuff about getting rich in real estate. It's the same thing, folks. You got to really pay for it. And this is why you have these seminars that are charging, $20, $30, $40, and even $50,000 to give you more information about it. But I tell you what is missing in many of these seminars, again, is the how, because their mentoring element is still fairly weak. And it's pretty weak. I'll be honest. I know why it's weak, because even if you're going to show somebody what to do and how to do it, it still takes a discipline and a work ethic for that person to do it. And so we find in the mentoring arena that there's a lot of folks that waste our time. We find that there's a lot of folks that say they want to do stuff, but they become tire kickers because the work is hard. It takes skill sets. It takes diligence and passion, and it just, it's not cut out for everybody, to be honest. Everybody's not cut from the same cloth. If they were, more than 5% of folks in the United States would be involved in this business. If they were. So, it does, not everybody can be the champion. There's going to be one champion at the end of the fight, right? At the end of the race, there's going to be one champion. And then after that era lapse, there might be another champion. I was just watching track and field not too long ago, so I'm kind of got that in my mind. But the point that I'm wanting to make is this channel and what I do with my platform, I'm not trying to come with any massive production and make it look all fancy to you. I'm not trying to show you all the glitz and the glam of real estate. I'm talking about the how and the secret sauce. And at least I'm going to give you something to think about, because you need to think about it, because if you really don't get the how, that gap filled, you are going to do one of three things. You're going to get somebody screwed. You're going to screw yourself, get you screwed in the process, or you're going to get the government involved because people are getting screwed. There is a common denominator in all three of those areas. So it's my mission to try to slow down what's happening that's causing the government and regulations to get involved. Is my mission also to share the wealth. I've had, like I said, I've had over 100 transactions. I've had some successes in the business, and I don't mind sharing. I really don't. In fact, I don't mind sharing so much is I don't charge $20,000. I don't charge $50,000. I will tell you a little something, but we're going to talk first, because I'm going to charge something because the information is valuable, and my time can possibly be wasted with you if I don't. And so there's going to be a little something, but it's nothing that that's not affordable. Because I kind of came from the same space, but I just made a different decision. I decided that I was going to invest in myself, whatever it took, so I can get to the place that I've gotten to today and beyond. So this platform is all about, filling the gap of the knowledge that you need to be successful in this business. I'm not trying to teach you the steps of the so-called wholesaling process and the documents, forms, all that. But in my mentoring and the pay, process and the pay portion, I definitely will show you everything. And you'll be surprised how much more there is other than, the so-called wholesaling space, and how much more there is that you can do in real estate. Because you'll find also there are also a lot of one-trick ponies. They are in one niche and they stay in one niche. And which is nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to, do their thing, and I don't knock anything about it. But it's good when you can kind of have a one-stop shop for a number of different processes, sources that can help you increase your portfolio and the breadth of your knowledge and what you're doing. So if you been watching for a while, subscribe, so that way you can be notified, and hit the bell so you can be notified when I come live or put another video out. Also, if you really do need a little help, you want to reach out, I do give a free 30-minute consult that we can kind of talk about your business, and I can give you a few more golden nuggets that I don't put out necessarily publicly, to help you get your business on the right track, in the right direction. We'll kind of size up where you are. And then if you want a longer term relationship with me, where you want me to become your coach and mentor, we can talk about how that can work as well. There's no high pressure, nothing about it, because I already know I can't save the whole world, and I can't guard about who sees this video. So if I get to a point where I can't handle more mentees, I'm gonna just say, hey, right now I don't have any room. But as long as I got room, I will be able to still entertain, because when I have mentees, they don't stay with me for years. We may be connected, but as far as the mentorship, that's more temporary to help you get going. So I need to go ahead and wrap this up, because I expect my partner and mentee to meet, and I need to get prepared for that. So subscribe. If you want to set that appointment, hit the description in the link somewhere, the Real Estate Wholesale Helpline, and set your 30-minute free consult with me, and be on time for your appointment, because time is money. My time is valuable, and I will treat yours as the same. So until then, God bless you, and I'll see you at the top, because the bottom sure is crowded. Sammy-doo out.